Would you get the food question?
We got the what would you have, the one thing.
You would bring?
The one thing you'd want to
But who is interesting.
Thank you. I try.
Does it have to be a real person or it can be a fictional person?
It can be fictional. Dom said Nelson Mandela, but Harold said Halle Berry.
Did he really?
One of them was being honest.
Yeah, I know. Dom's such a liar. He couldn't think of Angelina Jolie quick enough.
No kidding. Wow, I think that...
Clooney.
As weird as this might sound, like I think I would probably want a child to be there with me. It doesn't matter what child, just a child.
Wait, we gotta talk.
I know.
You know this is like
because here's
the
my
authorities
theory.
are watching.
Here's my theory. Okay, if you have a child with you, not only do children bring hope and life just by their very presence and bring like everything that's good, but they also give you a reason to survive. Like, I think it's really easy to give up on your own life. It's really hard to give up on the life of a child. So it would give you this new motivation to survive. I mean, you hear of these stories of mothers who will do ridiculous things that they could have never done had it not been for that motivation. And then, as I said, having a playmate. I mean, we're actors, let's be honest here. We like to play make-believe, and we like to do things that are... We're all big children.
That's actually a really good answer. I gotta be honest.
I'm gonna leave that one. I can't top it, so I'm out.
He's used to this. It's okay. It's,
God, let me talk.
Living in my shadow must be hard.
Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wait, have you ever been on a 3-class United Airlines flight?
Well, what's that mean?
Of course. The
third class?
There's the first class, then there's business class, and then there's coach. Right. And usually there's 2 classes on a United plane, but this plane between San Francisco and JFK had 3 classes. And in the first class cabin, they actually did dry ice shows as presentations with the food.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, are you saying that we flew you first class? Is that right? That can't be right.
No. You don't fly first class?
No, I do, but this show?
It was amazing.
Well, I don't understand. A dry ice
Dry
show?
ice. Have you ever seen dry ice?
You mean sculpture and all that?
No, dry ice is in, like, have you ever been dancing and the lights are going and the smoke's coming up?
Every time I dance.
Yeah, I thought so. Well, like that.
No kidding. What was it for?
They brought out the hot towels, and the hot towel basket had dry ice pouring out of it.
Little
and then
touch
they
by
brought out
United.
the dessert tray. Yeah, and the dessert tray had dry ice coming up from the bottom.
Are you sure you didn't fall asleep in coach and dream this?
Andrea, ironically.
Oh, that's good. My name is Andrea too.
Okay. That's what I was looking for. I thought it was Thank you. For who?
To Andrea.
Oh, I'm sure you just told me that. See, that's how bad my memory is. Awful.
I can't remember names too.
Good. Yeah, you take mine from gymnasium. You learned Oh, really? Evangeline-Lilly.net, right? Who is it? What's your name? Janine. Hi. I went on that site for the first time ever and was so amazed at the sophistication of the class that you give to it. Thank you so much. I wrote a little thing and I thought they're never going to believe it for me. But genuinely, from my bottom of my heart, thank you for the good job you do.
How long did y'all know ahead of time that she was going to be offed?
Probably about a month or so, I think.
Really?
Yeah, so we had time to kind of say goodbye and feel... It's just a weird thing. It's a weird vibe to go to work and see someone go, hey, oh, yeah, you're going to die. That's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, it is. It was just shocking in the way it happened and everything. I couldn't believe it.
I know, but wasn't that a great episode?
It was really, really good.
It was my favorite episode I've ever watched because I wasn't in it. So it was so much nicer to watch it.
Yeah, there's
a
lot more characters on.
Now you're fine.
By the way, can I tell you
that
I had a really horrific experience right before I came here?
What happened?
I was getting ready for the show, and I was clipping my eyebrows with toenail clippers because I'd forgotten my tweezers in Hawaii, and I clipped my eyelid. And I thought, great, I'm going to be sitting on Jimmy Kimmel with a bleeding eyelid.
Wait a minute. Let's get back to sitting on Jimmy Kimmel. No, what happened?
Well,
I put, you know those little squares of toilet paper that guys will show up at work and be like, I nicked myself.
Yeah.
I put one on my eye, and I could just picture myself kind of sitting down on the couch going, yeah, I nicked my eye.
Well, that's because
You have such a bad driving record, and we thought we would test you, and you ran, look at you running into the set, and we still have, get a shot of that set right now. Let me show you, it's still there, it's still damaged. That's from you. That right there is from you. How's everything going? Any accidents lately? Yes, right?
I wish I could say no.
Yeah.
I think it was only, a few months ago that I was on your set destroying it with a vehicle, and it was actually on my set this time that I accidentally drove my roommate's truck into the craft services truck.
Well, I hope it was accidentally. That would be horrible if you did it on purpose.
She was in the car with me, actually, so I should hope it was accidental.
What, you drove it into the caterer's truck?
Into the caterer's truck. I was coming on to set, and it was early in the morning, and it was really dark, and I was tired, and...
Well, it sounds like you have all the reason in the world.
I mean...
all those alone.
Those circumstances.
Yeah.
Who could have missed that truck?
Yeah. Well, what do you mean, you went into it?
No, I kind of just grazed it with the side of her truck. So the white paint from the craft services truck, it just added to the silver of my roommate's truck. It was like a little splash of love from me.
Splash of love. It's a wonderful way. Next time you hit somebody, tell them it's a splash of love that I... You're welcome. Drive away. No need to exchange insurance. I'm not sure, but if I'm adding correctly, that's 10 accidents you've been in.
I think it's 9. Come on, let's not push it.
Is it 9?
I think that's 9.
No, and including this, it's 10.
10.
Yeah, 10.
And does this count? I'm not on a road.
Yeah, no, yes, it's a car and it's an accident.
And it was $10,000 damage, wasn't it?
Yes, and which you've never paid.
No.
No.
But I'm back here, right?
Yeah, you are.
I actually can't believe I've lasted as long as I have. I actually have major commitment issues. I am a person who has a hard time staying in one place for any measure of time.
Is that right? For real?
Absolutely. Actually, when I graduated high school, I was so desperate to get out of there, and I was so happy to be done. I took off, never spoke to anyone from high school ever again, and for the next 3 years, I went through this stage of my life where I would move every 6 months, and every 6 months I would put on a different persona, pretend to be a different person, and see how that felt for a while. And then once I got bored of that, I would move to another town, and I'd pretend to be somebody else again.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not confusing it with Kate, your character? You sound like the Hulk. Remember the Hulk series?
I might be confusing schizophrenia with something a little bit milder. You know,
Wow.
maybe it's not a commitment issue, it's something deeper than that.
So what would you do? Like one town you'd go and you'd be like a black man, and then you go be Japanese somewhere else, or how drastic would it be?
It wasn't quite that drastic. It was more like I would decide in one town that I would be, you know, the nerdy bookworm who was really quiet and reclusive and shy. And in the next town I would decide to be, I don't know, the outgoing cheerleader girl who, you know, was going around with every guy in town and doing that kind of thing. No, I wouldn't do that. But I would just put on different, because I thought, well, who knows who I really am? I mean, we're all raised to be one thing, but who knows what's really inside of me? And I was deciding to find it.
This sounds like the beginning of a superhero movie. You eventually start fighting crime.
Well, eventually what I did...
You're taking your garbage out like that with bunny ears on?
It was Easter Sunday.
That's your house?
That's my house. See that window right there? That's my kitchen window. And this is, I'm bringing that in from my car after taking out the garbage. I'm bringing that bag in from my car, and I'm looking around going, would you leave me alone already?
Wow,
are they boxer shorts?
They're out there just when you...